Fuad Kadani, Europa League qualified, squandered the Champions League, Villa lost on the last day, but they did what they needed to do to finish 5th. Big up the Spurs.
We did what we needed to do. We did what we needed to do. Yeah. I hope you all got your black suits today, boy.
Of course, you already know. Hold tight, the trophy collector.
Hey.
We have to pay respect. 4 on the bounce.
It ain't easy.
It ain't easy.
1 ain't easy.
2 ain't easy. 3 ain't easy. 4?
Unheard of.
It's different, man. It's different. It's different. Came over from greener pastures and turned us into the Farmers League. That's what Pep did.
Hey.
That's what Pep did.
Yeehaw. Sorry, that's Cowboys, isn't it? Yeah, my bad. Hey, whatever them farmers say.
Manchester City Premier League champions 2023-2024. 4 on the bounce. 5 in 6 years. If we count the rest of them, the record even looks a bit worse. 6 and 7. My oh my.
Coming into how long was it? They said they hadn't come down to the final day. A couple of years anyway.
It's the 10th time in Premier League history.
Yeah, but coming into the final day, the last thing you want is for them nerves to creep on, for that time to get extended, for the game to be 70-80 minutes. You still don't know what way it's gonna go. Best thing you can do first 5 minutes, calm everyone. Who better than the boy, the golden boy from the academy, Man City's very own, and it's almost like a sign of the whole season, really and truly. Like Foden scoring those 2 goals, we saw a mirror of that same goal in the Champions League as well.
Your mic's not on. Your mic's not on
all season. Is my mic not on?
I don't think his mic is on.
Hey.
They don't want to hear you, man. Hey, the studio.
No more.
They cut him out.
Hey.
They cut him out. They cut him out. Listen,
Hey.
I'll take it from here, mate.
We don't want to hear you say Arsenal no more.
I'll take it from here. Now they need to. Somebody come fix Fuad's mic, please. But anyway, talking about Foden.
Yeah.
Listen, what he did today, yeah, was a serious I'm him moment, bro. He said, listen, FWA Player of the Year, Player of the Year, Premier League's Player of the Year as well. And everybody was doing the whole, no, it should have been Watkins, no, it should have been Rodri, oh, his season's been boosted. In fact, you know what, this guy's PR is the most you've ever seen. People just started making English PR, whatever people wanted to throw at it. He said, yeah, all right, cool. Main stage where everybody's watching, there's tension high. I'm just going to crash one top bins. Opened up his body and just crashed it top bins. And then scores the next one. Delivers City the title. The same way he's been doing all season. This brother has 27 goals this season, 0 penalties. 19 in the league. If we're talking about ascendancies, becoming the guy, growing up right in front of you, this is a perfect example of it. Phil Foden is showing that he's special. And you know when you see a young talent, right? A young player who has all the potential, has all the talent, finally kind of like, not finally, but like you're starting to fulfill it. It's one of the best sights in football, if you're just talking as a pure football fan, seeing someone that's talented become a world-class player, become them to that type of level. And Foden is just showing how good he is, and now you want to carry it on into the Euros, hopefully. But for what he's done for Man City this season, with KDB out at times, with Erling Haaland out at times, and for him to still do it, because everyone thought when they come back to the wing, you go wing shifts and cross the ball in. He said no, and Pep realised that.
We're talking about, you mentioned it's 6 and 7 seasons for Manchester City, right?
Mm-hmm.
Foden has 6 Premier League titles. This is the most important in terms of him. Mm-hmm. His team needed him. He did that. Bukayo Saka being injured is him being injured. But you saw how much his team missed him today. And that's not his fault that he couldn't be there. But it shows you like how influential both are for his teams. And you're seeing what Foden is doing for his team. It's a beautiful thing to see.
I hear that, but you know what? For once, I don't want to talk about Bukayo Saka, bro.
Yeah.
He didn't play. Foden's the Player of the Year.
Yep.
Foden's the FWA Player of the Year.
Foden's the champion.
Foden is the champion. Let's talk about Foden. Let's not talk about the comparison between the two. Because one was out there doing bits. and we didn't see the other one today, and that's because of injury, whatever. But even so, like, it's everyone's trying to make this a Messi v Ronaldo. It ain't that, bro. It ain't that. Like, they're two good players. Let them do whatever they want to do. But today we're talking about Phil Foden and what he done on the pitch today and what he has done for Manchester City. Because when it's time to lift the Player of the Year, he's not holding it joint with Saka. He's not holding it joint with. He's holding it by himself.
Two hands by himself.
So let's stop the acting like they're conjoined twins. They ain't. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Let's talk about them as individuals. And Foden is the one that came out and done it today. And Saka might have his moment one day next season. We all think Arsenal are going to run it back. But listen, today is about Phil Foden and Man City.
I want to ask you a direct question. What people often have this conversation about Guardiola and City and like, yeah, but is Guardiola going to get bored or it has to stop eventually? There seems to be a hunger from Pep to keep going, from Foden to keep going. So there's always going to be this level that he's at. For me, it's about how far beyond that can they keep pushing, because European dominance is still a thing. Can you take your country to another level? It's still a thing, because when you look at international level, right, we always say that loads of squads have talented players, but you see what Mbappe does for France, you're like, wow, difference.
Yeah.
We cannot not say that Phil Foden doesn't possess that majestic sort of ability that if he's given the keys to do it, he could take England to another level.
England, it's always been a thing with England. Go back to Scholes, go down, Jared Beckham, whatever. Only some people have really been able to be elite, like the same club level.
That used to be the case with Sir Alex too. He never
Exactly. You don't give it to the people that set the standard, because it's like, you're just too gone. So we're just going to give it to, you know, Sean Dash over here or someone over here. As you mentioned, bro, Arsenal this season, that is the joint third highest tally to not win a league. That is the level you have to be at to be in a sniff of trying to win a league. It is normal now to say if you want to win the Premier League, you have to win 14 to 16 games consecutively. That is what Pep Guardiola has done. And we talk about, like, you know, tiki-taka and all these things. For me, you have to talk about man management. This guy has the team of all of those players, granted, great players, but the fact that they're happy to play 25 odd games, happy that you could score.
We don't know, we'll never know, it's all hypotheticals. The only thing that we do know is that this City time with Pep Guardiola, the last 7 years in which they started winning trophies, it's the greatest period we've ever seen. You know what I mean?
Dominant.
It's the most dominant, and this is the greatest team. No, but this is the greatest team in Premier League history in terms of greatness. Yeah, it is. In terms of best, subjective.
Champions League. Yeah.
On the topic of Pep, anyways, he's actually come out and said, because they asked him about his future, because his contract expires in June 2025. He said, "The reality is I'm closer to leaving than staying. We have talked with the club, and my feeling is that I want to stay now. I'll stay next season. But during the season, we will talk and we will see." So
I feel like now he's going to stay. The fact that he said I'm closer to leaving than staying, I feel like he's going to stay.